Welcome to today's class. Subject name Web Designing Fundamental and subject code BCA 302. I am Gulbir Singh, Assistant Professor MMICT and BM MM deemed to be University. So now let's see the today's content what we are going to discuss in today's lecture. So first of all we are going to discuss the basic structure of HTML document. So in this we are going to see what is structure or what is standard coding code format every page will follow and what specific content we will write for designing a HTML page. Followed by we are going to see the markup tags means which are different what are the different tags which are available in the HTML and what are provided by the HTML. So we are going to see in detail these things. Next one is the movement of image. So within that we are going to discuss different type of images supported by HTML and how we can add images in the HTML page. So these things we are going to discuss. So let us start. So first of all the HTML tag is a markup language, or we can say HTML is basically a markup language and HTML is a tag. So which is used by the browser to manipulate the tag, manipulate the text or the images and the other content displayed in the required format. So basically markup tags or the different tags which are available is used by the browser to manipulate or to display the content whether in the form of text, whether in the form of images or the other content which are available in the text. Next one is the head. So basically an HTML document mainly divided into two parts. First one is known as the head tag or head portion and second one is the body portion. So everything so anything we want to display over the page, whether it should be the detail of the document, name of the page, whether it would be defined in the head section and rest of the coding of the entire page will be explained or written over the body tag. So now let us see the basic structure or we can say a standard structure of HTML page, and we can this code will be specifically or we can say used for each and every HTML page. So it means that each and every HTML page must contain this code, right. So let us start. So first line or we can say starting from the first tag which is known as doc type HTML. So this tag is specifically used to describe the version of the HTML, followed by the HTML opening tag. So you can see here each tag we have used here have the opening and closing. So HTML here the opening tag and next one is the head tag. So head tag contain title and other tag. What are the other tag which can be added in the head tag we are going to see in detail in the upcoming slide. So head tag contain title. So title we can add anything like this is my website abc.com, or we can say any name of the website would be added in the title, and title can be showed in the top of the page, right. So after writing title we need to close the title tag. You can see here that we have closed title by /title. So this one is the opening tag and this one /title is the closing tag. So each tag here have the opening and closing. Now we have opened here the head tag. Now after completing the head section we need to close the head tag. Next one is the body tag and body tag is followed by /body. It means that we are opened the body tag and we are closing the body tag, and within these opening and closing we need to write our code, or we can add different tags which are useful for our website or which are used to write or create our website. Next at the last we have opened here the HTML tag. Now we need to close the HTML tag. So this is the entire structure of the HTML page, and it would be followed or it would be used for the entire website creation. So each and every page will contain this structure. So now let's discuss the each and every steps or each and every structure, or we can say each and every tag which are used in the structure of the HTML. So start with the doc type HTML. This is the tag which is used as the first place. So this tag basically used by the HTML to show the HTML version. So when we have written doc type HTML, it means that we are using the HTML version 5. So in the previous lecture we have saw that there are multiple versions which are available, and right now from 2004 we are using the HTML version 5. So to show that we are using HTML version 5, we need to add this tag at the top of the HTML page, which is known as doctype HTML. So, this tag is followed by the HTML tag. So, this is called the HTML root element, because every code will start from this element only, right. So, we can skip the doctype HTML, right, but we cannot skip the HTML or the root element. So, root element is used to wrap the all of the code, means root element contains all the sub element within the structure of the HTML. So, root tag, after the root tag, which is HTML, it is followed by the head tag. So, head tag contains metadata, title, page CSS, etc. So, what is metadata? Metadata is data about the data, means something you want to write about the data, means past data, it is known as metadata. And what is CSS? CSS is the cascading style sheet, means for displaying different type of colors, for displaying different type of structure, or to follow uniform font, color or design over the entire page, we can use CSS. So, all the HTML page element contains this head section in the second place. Next one is the style. So, within the head section we can add style also, style tag. So, style tag used to define style information, means suppose we have added some CSS and CSS would be defined under style. So, all the style information can be defined within the style tag. So, inside a style tag we can specify how element should be rendered in the browser, means how element can be showed or viewed within a browser. So, for that purpose we can use the style tag. Next one is the title tag. So, as I already discussed you, the title tag in HTML is used to specify the title of the web page, means what title the HTML page will contain. So, this title tag is used to display the title of the element, title of the HTML page, like suppose we are right now in the home page. So, in the title we can write home. So, home would be written in top of the browser. Now, next we have moved to the another page which is known as about us. So, we can write in the title like about us. So, about us would be shown in the top of the page, similarly like that. Now, next one is the base tag. So, base tag is used to display the base URL, or we can say the target URL, means suppose we are right now in the let us take an example xyz.com. So, suppose we want to display this URL, we can write base, we can use the tag base, within that between that we can write xyz.com and we need to close that base tag like /base. So, this tag is used to display the URL of the page. Next one is the no script tag. So, no script tag in HTML used to display the text for those browser which does not support script tag. Means suppose we are using some older version of the browser and that browser will not support the scripts. So, for that we will write script within the no script tags. Next one is the script tag. So, the script tag element is used to embed or add executable code or data. This is typically used to embed or refer JavaScript code. So, within the script tag we can write JavaScript code or we can add JavaScript file within the script tag. Suppose any browser which does not support script tag, then we can add their no script tag. If the browser supports script tag, then we can write script tag within the head section. Next one is the meta tag. So, as I already told you, the meta tag is used to define metadata about an HTML document. Metadata is basically information about the data, means what information we are providing about the data which are available. So, we can use the meta tag. Metadata will not be displayed over the page, but machine parsable. It means the machine can used, but it cannot be displayed over the HTML page. It means that end user are not able to see the meta tags, but these are used for the machine purpose. Last one is the body tag. So, body tag is used to enclose or add all the data which a web page has contained, like text to link, means text, images, other tags can be added within the body. So, this body tag is known as the main tag, in which we can add or write our whole web page. All the content that you see rendered in the browser contained within the element. So, all the content which are available in the browser or which we can see are contained within the body tag. So, body tag is the most important tag and main coding will be done in the body tag section. Next are the markup tags. So, tags in HTML. So, tags are one of the most important part in a HTML document, and HTML uses some predefined tag which tells the browser about the content displays properly. So, it means that tags are used to display the content. It is clear that we can use the different tags to display the different information, like we can use the paragraph tag to display the paragraph, we can use the heading tag to display the heading, we can use the div tag to provide the divisions, we can use the image tag to provide the add the images. So, there are two types of tags basically available, which are known as pair tag, or there are some singular tag. So, pair tag are those tags which are having the pair, means the opening and the closing, like example like HTML tag. So, HTML have opening like braces HTML and /HTML. So, these tags are known as pair tag because the tags are followed by the closing tag, and there are some tags which are does not have the closing, like BR tag. So, we want to break the line. So, we have written a line and we want to break that line. So, for that purpose some singular tag which does not have the closing tag are used. Next one is the, you can see an example here, example basically of a BR tag which is used. So, BR tag can be used as a paired or as a single also. So, which tells the browser to bold, we are having example of bold tag here, not BR. So, BR is a single tag and bold is a pair tag. So, you can see here we are having here the opening tag, means B tag. So, this is the tag element and it is known as the opening tag, and we have written here the web design fundamental, name of our course, and now we have closed it. You can see this is known as closing tag. So, this entire is known as this whole entire, by following this structure we can declare our tags. Suppose first tag, this is the tag element and this is also known as the opening tag, and we have written the content within here, right here, and after writing the content we need to close that tag. But when we talk about the basically the singular tag or single tags, so they does not have the closing tag. This one is missing in the singular tag, but when we talk about the pair tags, so pair tags contain the opening and closing both. So, now let us see what different types of tags are available. I have covered almost maximum of the tags which are available in the HTML. So, let us start with the first tag. The first tag is known as, you can see this one, this is the first tag, and this tag is specifically used to define a comment. So, what are comments? So, comments are the code or the lines which are written over a page which cannot be executable, means these are for our own understanding. These code will not be executed by any machine or any browser, right. So, second one is the doc type. So, we already discussed that doc type is used to define the type of the document, that it is a HTML document, is another document, XML document, whether it is a PHP document. So, this doc type is used to define the type of the element. So, in the previous example you can see we have written doc type HTML. So, it means that this is the HTML document. Next one is the A tag. So, A tag is basically used to define a hyperlink. So, what are hyperlink? Hyperlinks are used to add, or we can say redirect from one page to another. So, for that one we can use A tag. Next one is the ABBR tag. So, ABBR tag is used for abbreviation or for providing abbreviation for any definition. Next one is the address tag. So, defines the contact information for author, owner of the document. So, for address tag we can use, or we can define within the address tag the owner of the document or author of the document. Next one is the applet tag. So, defines an embedded applet. So, we can add applet within the HTML, and for adding that we can use the applet tag. Next one is the area tag. So, area tag is can include the image map, right. So, it means that image map of any area can be added by using the area tag. Next one is the article tag. So, it defines an article within a HTML page. Next one is the aside tag. So, defines content aside from the page content. Suppose some content we are not including in our page, and for that purpose we can use the aside tag. In the continuation of the tag, next one is the B tag. So, B tag we have seen in example is used to bold the text which are available in our web page. Next one is the base tag. Base tag is to specify the base URL of all relative URL in a document. Next one is the base font. So, specify the default font size and font color of all the text in a document. Next one is the body tag. So, body tag is basically a document's body and followed by BR tag. So, BR tag is a single line break. Suppose we want to break a line, we want to write a next line below that line. So, for breaking a single line we can use the BR tag. Next one is the button tag. So, define a clickable button. Suppose in any web page we have used multiple buttons. So, for creating buttons we need to use the button tag for their creation. Next one is the canvas tag. So, used to draw graphics on a fly via scripting or using JavaScript. So, by using JavaScript we can draw some graphics or some animation by using the canvas tag. Next one is the caption tag. So, define a table caption. Suppose you are having a table and you want to add some caption or some about the information about that table, we can add the caption tag, we can add within the caption tag. Next one is the center tag. So, it will center the text. Suppose some text is left justified, some text is right justified. So, by using center tag we can centrally align our text within a web page. So, in the continuation of the tag we are having right now the code tag. So, it defines a piece of code, or we can say piece of computer readable code. Next one is the col tag. So, it specifies a column properties of each column within a table tag. Next one is the col group. It specifies a group of one or more column in a table for formatting. Next one is the data tag. So, adds a machine readable transactions for a given content. So, this is used to add machine readable content for any transaction of a data. Next one is the data list. It specifies a list of predefined options for input controls. Next one is the DD tag. So, DD tag defines the delete from document. Suppose anything which need to be deleted from HTML document, for that purpose we can use the DD tag. Next one is the details tag. So, defines additional detail for the user can view. Suppose we want to add some details to any content, any image, any text. So, we can add detail tags to that text or element. So, in the continuation we are having the dialog tag. So, defines a dialog box or a window, or we can say a pop-up window. So, we want to show one dialog box or a pop-up window, for that we can use the dialog tag. Next one is dir tag. So, defines a directory list. Suppose some directory we want to use within a HTML document. So, for that purpose we can use the dir tag. Next one is div tag. So, defines a section in a document. So, what are section? Suppose we are creating a web page and we cannot use the entire page in one attempt. So, we can define or we can bifurcate that page into different portions, and for bifurcating we can use different divs or div element. So, div element can bifurcate or divide an HTML page into different portions. Next one is the DL tag. So, defines the description list of the HTML element. Next one is DT tag. To define a term or a name in a descriptive list. Next one is the EM tag. So, defines the emphasized tag. So, for writing emphasized text we can use the EM tag. Next one is the embed tag. Suppose we want to, it is defined under a container for external applications. Next one is the field set tag. So, groups related to element in a form. Suppose we have created a form and we want the situation that all the elements are contained within a field. So, for adding those content within a field, we can use the field set tag. Next one is the dialog tag. So, this we have covered already, that dialog tag is used to define a dialog or a pop-up window. So, these are the reference we have used for creation for this lecture. You can go through these books or these reference for more details. Thanks for joining today's lecture.